in this presentation, I'll be showing you a bit about Ramadan, or a bit about fasting, more precisely. The times we fast and the times we break our fast. So let me just draw a line over here. Okay, there you are. That's my line. And now here we have darkness and light. So if I color this in dark, this is the night time. And if I was to color this in a much lighter color, like that, this is the daytime. Basically what we have is we have the sun's movement. So if you imagine, let's say the sun rises here. So this is sunrise, that's my version of the sun. Color that in. And let's say over here we have zenith, when the sun reaches its highest peak. And over here we have sunset. So we have 3 points that we can work from. Now in fasting, what happens is that all of this is considered the day. Let's try to draw a semicircle, nice semicircle there. So this is considered the day, from there to there. This is roughly the day. Now what we get is, if I was to write down over here sunrise, and I was to write down over here sunset, and this is the zenith. Zenith means the peak, so this is the day itself. Now if we look over here, and at night time we have different times as well. So let's say over here we have what we call the Maghrib time. Now remember, Maghrib time doesn't start at sunset, it starts when the sun disappears. So when the sun disappears roughly about here, let's say Maghrib time begins here. So this would be Maghrib, and then it follows on and up to here roughly, okay, where the Isha would start. So you'd have Isha, and then the whole night up to roughly about here, where let's say Fajr begins, and then you have that area there. So let me get another color, show you a bit what I mean by that. So this area here is the Fajr. So if that makes sense, now what we can say is that the time itself, the time for fasting, is in the daytime, all of this, and it starts from here. So it starts from here, goes all the way there, up to the star over here, up to Maghrib. So this is the time for fasting. And the opposite area over here, okay, it's the black color over here, is the time that a person is allowed to eat or is not fasting, right up to here. So all this area is non-fasting time. We don't fast in this time. So if you notice, it starts from Maghrib all the way up to the Fajr, not up to sunrise, but up to Fajr. So you can work out the Fajr if you look on your timetables. Okay, you'll have Fajr or Subh Sadiq. Okay, you can look on there and you can find it, and this is exactly the point where it stops. So in this area here, you don't fast. Now the things that you're not permitted to do in this time of the day are 3. Number 1, you're not allowed to eat. Number 2, you're not allowed to drink. Number 3, you're not allowed to have relations, okay, with your wife or with your husband. I'm going to talk a bit more about that in other clips, and that's what you're not allowed to do. However, in this time, the black area, okay, the non-fasting time, you're allowed to do all these three things. You're allowed to eat, drink, and have relations in that area. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If you have any suggestions or any comments, please leave them in the comments box. Jazakallah khair.